Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Joy here. If you're new and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I'm really grateful. Right now it's like 104 last I checked, before at the time of shooting. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and for coming back to watch this video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about productivity and especially planning. It's going to be centered around planning. Many times people struggle with productivity and like keeping track of their time. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you are a campus student, and the resource that you have the most is time. It's definitely not money, unless you're really special, but it's definitely time. Time is what you have a lot of, and you have to manage the resource that you have the most of so that you can get another resource from it. It's really easy to lose time because we do not keep track of our time. We do not measure, and something that's not measured is lost. So in this video, it's going to be kind of a tutorial on how to manage your time, how to track your time, and to understand where it's going using Google Calendar, which is a tool that almost every one of us has interacted with. And if you have not interacted with it, then you're going to interact with it by the end of this video. And it's not really difficult. It's really easy, intuitive. You can just do it like after seeing it one time. All you need is a Google account and your phone or your laptop, whatever you're watching this on, you can use it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, let's begin. So our first step is clicking on our Google or our Chrome browser, and then this will take you to the Google homepage. And on the Google homepage, you'll see three dots 3 times stacking on each other, and that's Google Apps. So you'll click on Google Apps, and then you'll scroll down and you'll see Google Calendar. You click on Google Calendar, and remember you're doing this in the account if you're choosing, the one that you've synced up to your phone. So here, as you can see, this is my Google Calendar like interface. This is everything. This is my entire week planned out from Sunday to Friday. So I have multiple calendars here. We have Joy, birthdays. This birthdays is a default calendar. I think birthdays and holidays in your country, that's default. And then I've created classes, job search and networking, other activities, self-study, and supporting activities. We'll get into it as the video continues. So here we have a week view. And I'm going to show you guys how we create an event. There's something that we call events, and there are tasks. Events are basically like, for me, classes that happen every week and they repeat every week. So for example, on Mondays I have this class called Object-Oriented Analysis and Design from 8 to 10 a.m. and the venue is this school. We call it SMHS. So that's the first event that I actually added. All the other ones are added later, and I'm going to show you how to add an event. You just click, but first, before you add an event, the first step is to create a calendar. I think you can add an event first, but I would advise you to add a calendar first so that you arrange everything in its own color code or in its own like section. So you're going to go to settings, and then you're going to scroll down, add calendar, create new calendar, and we're going to name this subscribers. Let's name this subscribers, and then we're going to create it. Wait for it to create. It takes a few minutes, depending on, not minutes really, maybe a few seconds, depending on how good your internet is. Mine is not very good. Okay, it's created successfully. We're going to go back. And actually, I'd like to show you guys a tip. So for me, this the default colors are not that pretty. So I go to add, and then you can you can add a hex code here. You can add your own hex code. If you don't know hex codes, just go on Google and type in maybe your favorite color. Mine is blue, so color blue hex codes. And I'd actually advise you to go to these HTML color codes. That's more popular with programmers, but because they use that in creating websites, so you get this hex code, like you'll get the hex code for every color. So say for example, which color do we choose here? Let's choose jade. I don't know if it's a shade of blue really, but anyway, let's copy, and then we'll go back to and delete, and then I'll add that color. Oh, it's not changing. Okay. Why is it not changing? OOA36C. No, it's yeah, 00A36C. Yes, jade. So I've changed subscribers to this color. Okay guys, so we're going to create events and tasks. So before you create an event, the first step is creating a calendar, and that we have already covered. So now we create a task. So you go to create event, then add title. The title is, say, washing. Then that task is going to take place on, say, Sunday, 5:30, no, say 10 a.m. when the sun is out, to 11 a.m. Okay, that's good enough. And then you're going to pick in the calendar, let's pick the calendar subscribers. Then you see it gets the color, and then we're going to say to set it to repeat weekly every Sunday. You're going to clean every Sunday from 10 to 11, and then we save the event, and the event is saved. So within an event, we can have tasks that we do within it. So for example, I have here an event called article writing and CV. So that has to do with writing articles on LinkedIn to increase your visibility for recruiters and stuff. So we are going to create a task within article writing and CV. That's the event. So a task in it would be, we have a task called CCSK article, but let's add another task. The task is going to take place in February 16th from, say, 4:30 p.m. Where is 4:30 p.m? 4:30. Okay, 4:30 p.m. And here we're going to reach out to recruiters. Okay, reach out to recruiters. Okay. Does it repeat? Let's set it to repeat weekly on every Friday. Then we save. So we have our task, and then you can mark it as complete, and then it will cross it, and it can be hidden, but we haven't done that yet. We're going to do that tomorrow, so we will mark it as uncompleted. So that's how you can use it as a to-do list as well. So that's how you do that. So something I wanted to talk about in this video is, because the video is about organizing your semester, I wanted to show you guys how I did, like, the for me, Okay, this is the person that I want to become. The person that I want to become wakes up at 5 every day, except for Saturdays when I rest. But I set up like an event for every study session in the semester, like for every study session for every unit. So basically, I said that for every unit, I'm going to do 90 minutes. That's basically an hour and 30 minutes of studying for twice a week. I'm going to do that twice a week for every unit, and we have 7 units. So 7 units times, yeah, you know the time. If you do it, you'll get the total time, and it's not really a lot. So I gave each and everyone in this color, the color, and the calendar is other activities, and it has this color. I don't know which color that is. It's like a shade of pink, and I basically gave each and every one of them a time block. I did not say, oh, I'm going to study it a certain day. No, I gave each and every one of them a time block. And you know, by default, Google Calendar has a reminder. It'll remind you 30 minutes before the event begins. So 30 minutes before the event begins, it's going to send you an email. Most of the time it sends an email, but it may not. So you may just see like a notification on your phone. Actually, towards the end, I'll show you how you can sync it to your phone. You can actually create it on your phone, but I'll show you how to sync it to your phone or to create it on your phone. Then, so for every unit, I have set aside a time block. So for example, distributed systems, Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to study it in the morning. And I also set its time is on Tuesday, 4 to 6 p.m. So by Tuesday I'm done completely, and actually set it up so that like by Friday 6:30 a.m. I'm done with schoolwork, because I have other tasks that I do, like this job search, self-study, and supporting go on. So I set up for every unit a time block. So we talked about distributed systems, then we have DBMS, that's database management systems 2. I set up we get assignments a lot in this unit, so I set up a time for it, and that's going to count as study time for it. And then we have Visual Basic. I set up each and every unit had two time blocks. So when you like, there's a book called Life in Weeks. You know, when you look at your life in weeks, like you'll see that it's not actually a lot of time, but then again, it kind of is a lot of time. And if you scroll and just do things that like do not help your goals in any way, you may not achieve them. So having this view of time actually showed me that I had enough time to do the things that I set out to do, because as you can see, I have a lot of tasks here, like classes, I have the job search thing, I have the other activities which I was actually studying for my classes, self-study, which is I was doing a course on cybersecurity, so I have to complete some of the units that I didn't complete, which is networking and Linux. And then I have supporting activities. These are activities that do not really they're not really the main goal, but they help me achieve those goals. And then we have tasks that we just showed, and then we have work, because you know, some money. And then we have YouTube for shooting videos, editing, and job search. You know, I have been slacking on YouTube because, you know, I was like, how will I even manage my time? But having this view of my time and everything has helped me have a different point of view of how I can manage my time better. So yeah, I hope you have understood how to create an event and how to create tasks within an event. If you haven't understood, by all means go back or like look at other tutorials that like will guide you on how to create event. This is my calendar on my phone, so we're going to try to create a new event here, and the title will be JK. And yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. It's actually really simple when you do it on your phone. And yeah, you can do everything that you did on the laptop on your phone, and you can get notifications, and you can add it as a widget on your phone. So now this is a widget. I can see it every time that I open my phone, and it also sends me the notifications like this one. Where is it? Yeah, here. It sent me these notifications earlier. So that's it. So I welcome everyone to go and look at other videos on Google Calendars and how you can use Google Calendars to create events and tasks and like get on top of your productivity. And I'd like to remind everyone that productivity, there's no one size fits all approach. Everybody is going to have a different story, a different experience. So I'd advise you to not give up if one way does not work. Just look for another way. There's a quote that says that you can never lose if you don't give up, and I think that that's really true. If you keep trying and trying and trying, you will find a way that will work for you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being on top of my classes and on top of everything else that I have set out to do, like YouTube, to be able to post every week for you guys, and yeah, anyone who enjoys my content and anyone who gets value from it. So yeah, I would like to do that, and that's a goal of mine. So we'll see how effective, like we'll see in real time how effective this method really is, and if applying it to your life may give you the same results. I really hope it will, because I feel like keeping track of your time, even if you won't be doing things at first, it'll like give you the guilt, because you'll understand, you'll have mapped out your time well. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.